record the service. Yeah, I always forget. And I upset many people. Okay, alrighty. Okay, so this is our service order today. So we are going to, let's see, make it a little bit bigger. So the next thing is a moment of quiet sitting. Okay, so I will hit the bell and then let's have a moment of silence. Just a moment, please. Naman doubts, naman doubts, naman doubts. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namanda Butsu, Namanda Butsu, Namanda Butsu, Namanda Butsu, Namanda Butsu, Namanda Butsu. Okay, so then the next thing is community reading, Three Treasures, which is on page 8 of this purple service book if you have, or you can download the file from the email announcement email. Okay, Three Treasures. Hard is it to be born into human life. Now we are living it. Difficult is it to hear the teachings of the Blessed One. Now we are hearing it. If we do not realize the truth in this life, when will it be realized? Let us reverently take refuge in the three treasures of the truth. I take refuge in the Buddha. May we absorb ourselves in the principle of the way to enlightenment and awaken in ourselves the supreme will. I take refuge in the Dharma. May we be submerged in the depths of the doctrine and gain wisdom as deep as the ocean. I take refuge in the Sangha. May we live in harmony in the great assembly as the disciples of Buddha and be freed from all hindrances, becoming units of true accord in the life of harmony, in the spirit of universal oneness, free from bondages of selfishness. Even though myriad ages of kalpas, hard is it to hear such an excellent, profound, and wonderful doctrine. Now we are able to hear and receive it. Let us thoroughly understand the true meaning of the Tathagata's teaching. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namanda Butsu, Namanda Butsu, Namanda Butsu, Namanda Butsu, Namanda Butsu. So the next thing is sutra chanting. So today we are going to have Shoshinge chanting. Okay. So. 何万打仏、何万打仏、何万打仏、何万打仏、何万打仏。殺因二次財政自在応部省刀剣小仏浄土院国土人伝自然魔根流無常主将願長発慶大具税五行死有死小樹十世妙正門実法不法無量無変更無下無体公園の少女寛義知恵公不断難事無証拠超日学校精進説一切群上無交渉本願名号少女語死心信行願人上等学章大年半必死滅道願成就如来小意向出世唯説弥陀本願会五辱悪事群上会養親如来如実言納発一年期愛心不断本の特寧藩本上逆法再永入入手死入海一味摂取信仰上昇合意の水波無明暗頓内心臓死運無常不真実新人天非尿に興奮無死下妙無暗逆心見兄弟狂気即応超絶合悪臭一切全幕本部に門心如来偶勢が仏言広大小芸者善人名踏んだりけ弥陀仏本願念仏邪見教満なく修上信行十字人人難難中死難昔インド祭天使論下中華自治騎士構想現代小公聖書意妙如来本税大き釈迦如来両河線一集合妙難天竺龍樹大寺出頭世静の財派有無権先絶大乗無情報召喚議事小安ら賢治南行六六新行異行指導楽億年弥陀仏本願次年即時入筆上唯の上昇如来語大非偶税音天神菩薩増論説奇妙無下光如来永寿たら見真実光線の超大誓願行為本願力へ行為道群上昇一心記入空毒大崩壊筆逆入大永収集特使蓮華造世界即昇信用発祥寺有本の人間人図入生寺四寺用下本師鈍乱両天使上皇乱消防殺来三蔵ルシ十条教凡上宣行気楽法天神菩薩論中下報道因果見性が
おげんねこゆたりき少女心ゆい新人枠前本部新人ポーツ承知承知即年半必死無料光明道小修上回復家同社結晶道南省結明浄土活入万全自力変言宗円満特合感染症三不三神経音言増末放滅道品一生増悪地具税死安尿害小妙化全道独名武将医公愛上三陽逆悪公明明語権因年海入本願第一回行者少女金剛心狂気知念総合用意大東逆三人即将発症死上楽原神公開一大教変気安尿観日祭先祖終身反戦人法家二道小弁流極重悪人有小物が薬剤非摂取中煩悩証言水不見大非無見上昇が本資源空明仏教連民全幕本部に新宗教商工編集戦弱本願具悪性現来生自臨伝下血地義上位少子即入弱上無意楽必地新人異の入無教大事修士等上祭無変極上悪道族自主具道心唯化心死高層説涙成仏のこの方は今に実行を得たまえり方針の小売際もなくせのもう妙を照らすなりナモ阿弥陀仏ナモ阿弥陀仏ナモ阿弥陀仏ナモ阿弥陀仏な知恵の光明はかりなし無量の所相ことごとくこ受けうかむらぬものはなし真実妙に奇妙せよナモ阿弥陀仏ナモ阿弥陀仏ナ みだんぶなもあみだんぶなもあみだんぶなもあみだんぶなもあみだんぶなもあみだんぶなもあみだんぶなもあみだんぶなげだつのこうりんきわもなしこうそくかむるものはみな有無を離ると述べたも平等格に奇妙せよなもあみだんぶなもあみだんぶなもあみだんぶなもあみだんぶなこうんむげ女国一切のうげに触りなしこうたくかむらぬものぞなきなんじぎを奇妙せよなもあみだんぶなもあみだんぶなもあみだんぶなもあみだんぶなもあみだんぶなもあみだんぶなもあみだんぶなもあみだんぶなもあみだんぶなもあみだんぶなしょうじょうこうみょうならびなしぐしこうのゆえなれば一切のごけものぞこりぬ一挙へを奇妙せよなもあみだんぶなもあみだんぶなもあみだんぶなもあみだんぶなぶこうせうえう最大一公園の部と名付けたり三図の国案開くなり大をうぐを奇妙せよがんにしくどく平等せいさい道発菩大心往生安楽。
Thank you. ちょっと待ってくださいね。何万ダブツ、何万ダブツ。純子さんありがとう。Thank you for sharing the ね、temple Naijin. Yeah, this is nice. This is great. I hope we can have a service at the temple soon in person. Okay, so I am going to give a Dharma message now. Okay, before I start, let me read this passage. How to listen to a Dharma message. Listen as if I'm listening for the first time. Listen as if the message is for myself alone. Listen as if this is the last chance to listen to the Dharma. In Japanese, 弔問の心得。この度のこのご縁は初ごとと思うべし。この度のこのご縁は我一人のためと思うべし。この度のこのご縁は根性最後と思うべし。何万ダブツ何万ダブツ。Again, good morning, everyone. Thank you very much for attending today's Buddhist Temple of Marin Sunday service. So it's June 19th. I think so. The first thing I was told this morning was like Happy Father's Day. So it's a Father's Day. So as a father, I am 17 years old. Although my physical year is 48. I stopped counting my age. But as a father, I have 3 boys. And then the oldest son, he was born. He is 17 years old, which means I am 17 years old as a father. So because of them, I can be father. Kind of, father from the idea of interdependence. So today, I am going to give a Dharma message. Usual. The slide doesn't move. Oh, is it frozen? Okay. So today, I'm going to give my Dharma message using Amida Buddha's primal vow, Hongan. So if you can, again, please put your hands together in Gassho. If when I attain Buddhahood, the sentient beings of the 10 quarters, with sincere mind and trusting themselves, aspiring to be born in my land, and saying my name perhaps even 10 times, should not be born there, may I not attain the supreme enlightenment. Excluded are those who commit the 5 grave offenses and those who slander the right Dharma. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu. So it's Father's Day today, but also today is Juneteenth, right? So June is one of the important months for human rights in the U.S. So like today, Juneteenth, and also Pride Parade. So in other words, there are still many discriminations in this world. In order to solve them, many people have worked hard, like politicians, activists, school teachers, and religious organizations. So we try to solve the issues of discrimination, heading toward the same direction. But I think each group has different approaches or methods. Of course, our tradition, Jodo Shinshu Buddhism, is against discrimination. So I'm showing the picture of the Berkeley Buddhist Temple, which I serve also. So there is a banner on the side wall, on the wall. And it says, "Welcome to all, welcome to all." This is the message or voice of Jodo Shinshu Buddhism. In the Jodo Shinshu Buddhist tradition, we follow the guidance of Amida Buddha. This Buddha established a vow or resolution to liberate all of us from the life of suffering in this samsara and lead us to the attainment of Buddhahood. This vow to save all sentient beings is called primal vow, which I read at the beginning of my message. Although there are many, complicated doctrinal, philosophical discussions of the primal vow, I think it can be rephrased as, this message, welcome to all. Regardless of our race, sexual identity, social status, health condition, wealth, Amida Buddha accepts, embraces, and guides us no matter who we are. Our temple is a place where we encounter and hear such an inclusive compassion of Amida Buddha. So, welcome to all. And this message, welcome to all, is Amida Buddha's heart, Amida Buddha's voice. And this is Jodo Shinshu Buddhism. So to liberate us from the life of suffering in samsara, this means Amida Buddha works on our suffering and issues with us. All of us suffer more or less in our everyday life. In Buddhism, it is thought the cause of suffering is within ourselves, right? So greed, anger, and stupidity, or sometimes translated as ignorance, right? Greed, anger, stupidity, they are the main causes of our trouble. I sometimes call them gas, taking the first letters, G of greed, A of anger, S of stupidity. So we pass gas of greed, anger, stupidity every day, and then we suffer ourselves, and then give sufferings or trouble to others as well. But many of us are not aware of the reality of passing gas of greed, anger, and stupidity. So it would be easy to notice or point out the gas of others, but it would be difficult to notice or admit our own gas. With the guidance or in the light of Amida Buddha, we mindfully and honestly look into ourselves and deal with the cause of troubles, sufferings. Let me share one episode of Jodo Shinshu member in Japan. He had a chance to talk to a monk of other Buddhist tradition. The monk talked about saha. This is an Indian word, represents a Buddhist view of this world. When this Indian word went to China, it was transliterated as Shaba. So giving Chinese characters based on the sound. So maybe some of you who know Japanese have ever heard of this word Shabbat? This word Saha is sometimes translated as Nindo in Chinese, land of endurance. So according to the Buddhist observation or understanding, in this world, we experience many sufferings, difficulties, challenges, and things that do not go as we wish. The word Saha or Shaba means the land of endurance. So this monk, of other Buddhist tradition, talked about Saha in the conversation. Then this Jodo Shinshu member replied, "Yes, that's right. People around me endure all the troubles, difficulties, challenges that I have caused. Unfortunately, this is how I live my everyday life. But I appreciate the people around me have endured all of them." When I first heard this story, it was kind of eye-opening. Do you know what I mean? So I knew the word, the meaning of Sahar, the word of endurance. And then who endures? Who endures? I'm sure most of us think I need to endure all the troubles, difficulties, and challenges that others have caused. Yeah, that's true. But then what would happen? We tend to complain or, accuse others, right? And then the question is that what the Buddha wants or what we Buddhists are supposed to do? This Jodo Shinshu member understood the word Sahar in the way that others endure all the troubles, difficulties, challenges that I have caused. Then what would happen? Since we know we give troubles, difficulties, challenges to others or even other beings, we would try to live differently, right? So his take was very unique and totally different from many of us. But I think this is the practical meaning of Sahar in Buddhism. I'm sure he came to understand Sahar in this way as he deeply listened to the teaching of Jodo Shinshu Buddhism. As we deeply listen to the teaching, Amida Buddha or Dharma changes us. Our way of thinking or speaking or behaving will gradually change. In that sense, Buddhism is not a teaching to change others or this world, but I or each of us changes with this teaching. So the second article of how to listen to a Dharma message, it says, listen as if the message is for myself alone. Buddha is talking to me. This is what it means. So when more and more people have changed with the teaching or the guidance of Amida Buddha, I'm sure this society, country, this whole world will naturally change. Because society, community, world, country is the kind of gathering of people, right? And then as a result, we will see improvement of many issues such as discrimination, inequality, environmental issue, war, crime, and so forth. Instead, we will see more acceptance, respect, equality, harmony, peace, and so forth in our everyday lives. So I would say this is how Buddhism or Jodo Shinshu Buddhism contribute to the betterment, transformation of this world. So please continue to listen to the Buddha's teaching and live with the Dharma. And please also, don't forget to share your joy of Dharma and Amida Buddha's heart, like a welcome to all. So again, thank you very much for attending today's service. So let me conclude my message with the passage written by Shinran Shonin, founder of our school, Jodo Shinshu Buddhism. So if you can, please put your hands together in Gassho. May there be peace in the world, and may their Buddha's teachings spread. In Japanese, 世の中安穏なれ、仏法広まれと。ナモアミダ仏、ナモアミダ仏、ナモアミダ仏、ナマンダ仏、ナマンダ仏、ナマンダ仏、ナマンダ仏。Thank you very much. Let me stop recording.